Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome to a short video I wanted to do. I was actually asked if I could give my thoughts on Chapter 1 now that I've completed it of Umineko, and that seemed like a decent idea. Just so you guys know, this is taking place after I've done a very small section of Chapter 2, so in the order that it's been released. So I have about 15 minutes of the knowledge of that. Alright, I wrote down this stuff so I wouldn't get too sidetracked. So, as a whole, I enjoyed it very much. I thought the characters seemed like they had something going different on for each of them. None of them really seemed like cookie-cutter characters. I mean, some of them did have a little bit of that feeling to them, but most of them kind of made themselves different enough that it mattered, that they mattered. And I liked it. Now, the length of the story, it's kind of interesting when you sit back and think about it, because all of that, the entire story took place over 2 days, which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it, because I spent so long on that, and honestly half of the story was, we get to the island, we're sitting around for a while, there's a little bit of spooky stuff happening, but no one really believes it, and it's not really till the second half of the story that anything takes off, so it has a very, very slow beginning, which sometimes you just feel like you're like, okay, I don't really care about any of this crap. Can someone die already? And it's kind of sad, because the second half really does deserve it. And most of the information that's told is important. It helps to flesh out the characters, keeps them from being these cookie-cutter characters I talked about. And it's also partially my fault, because doing a Let's Play definitely does slow down the pace somewhat. One thing that I actually just thought about recently was that one of the cool things about this is that the main character kind of has some power, which it's weird because he definitely doesn't have power. You know, Beatrice has kind of got him at every point, and you know, she's tricking him at every point, and he doesn't really know what's going on. But at the same time, they do a really good job of making Battler feel like he's got a control over the situation somewhat. And I thought it was kind of cool. He had power while at the same time being completely powerless. I do like how the story was translated. I think it's a very good translation, and I really enjoy reading it. It's so easy to read. The translators did a really good job of translating that. The music as well was another thing that I really enjoyed. It definitely does a good job of being there at the right time and laying down a feeling that I think the story itself just wouldn't quite have gotten without it. Now, at the point that I'm at, we just got into a tiny bit of Chapter 2. I don't really know what's coming up next, but I am interested because, like I said in the video, it's kind of hard to go on a date when you're both dead. And with that in place, I think that something definitely big has had to happen. And I'm imagining most of that has to do with, hopefully don't screw this up, Bern Castell? Yeah, her. She said that she was going to lend us some of her power and help us out, which I think that's probably why we're not still dead, unless of course this is like another alternate universe or an alternate story, I don't know, but maybe that'll be told later. And it would definitely help me out with my annoyance at how long the story took to get going if they explained a lot of the things that were still mysteries from the story, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do that. They seem to be doing a lot of things right so far, and it would surprise me if they got that wrong. And as a final note, just want to thank everyone for all of the tips and, you know, help along the way, helping me set up the game initially, helping me, you know, giving me little bits of information to help make the story more relevant and to help me understand it more. I really do appreciate that. And I do enjoy reading the comments, as they really help to flesh out the adventure that Battler and his family members are being kind of torturously drawn through. It is very fun, and that's really all I had to say, but somebody wanted me to give sort of a quick idea of what I thought of the game so far, and that's what I've got so far. I normally do one of these, a little quick one of these at the end of every game, but I guess that withstanding, I have been told that each of these chapters is kind of like its own game that has to do with one another. So I guess this would be an appropriate thing to do. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and See you next time for some more Umineko. Bye!